Hey guys, welcome to your daily mobility flow. Hope you got your coffee and hope you're ready for a good stretch. We're going to start with our hip flexors today. So, coffee away. We're just going to get that lunge. If you're anything like me, you've probably been sitting way more than normal or just a lot. So we're going to drop those hips in, sink that leg inside out. Do about 10 waves on this side before we switch to the other. Probably not going to count, but something like 10. Just nice rock back and forth. If you want to throw a pillow under your knee, if you don't have carpet like me, pad it up. It's no problem. Just kind of wave back and forth. Sink that hip forward the whole time, switching back. Dropping those hips down, change legs, a little alternate, just roll them back and forth. Before you say anything, yes, I'm wearing my socks inside out today. Sometimes socks just feel better with the stitching on the outside instead of on the inside. Pro tip. Roll back and forth still. Inside, sinking the hips down. And sinking them forward. Trying to drive your hips forward throughout the entire stretch. Alright, let's go back. Lean in, waving back and forth. Again, like always, if you need to sit in a stretch a little bit longer, if it feels right, if it's something that you feel is really making a difference or feels really needed, then just hang out there a little bit longer. Best thing you can do is learn how to stretch yourself and learn what types of things make the biggest difference for you. Most people have a handful of stretches that they really feel like making a big difference in their feeling and in their performance. They're not the same for everybody necessarily. So play around with your angles. Go searching. All right, let's get some hamstrings in. We're gonna sit back, do that half of the perfect stretch. Sink in, straighten that knee. You should feel it in the back of your leg. This is a great one to do while you're drinking your coffee. Sink in, lean down. You can do this one coffee in hand. Back and forth. Opening up those hamstrings. Not that you care, but your hamstrings cross both the knee and the hip joint. So when we push that knee back, that hamstring is bent here, bent, like your muscles bent. It's bent, it's short, and then by straightening the knee, we kind of force it open, or we stretch it. All right, let's get the other leg. Same thing, just rock. These are, when you find out how much difference you just made in that first leg, because you get used to that feeling towards the end of the stretch, and you're like, okay, and then you switch sides, and the other one feels way tighter, but it's really just your perception of what you did for that stretch of the other muscle, making it looser and longer, and then switching sides, your brain says, oh, this one's really tight. That's because we haven't mobilized it yet. Rocking back and forth. Hands can be up or down. You can do this from a tall torso position, or, spotted on the floor, leaning in. Add that tension, release the tension. Let's get that other side one more time. Back to your first side. And let's sink in. chest down towards the knee. Don't worry about locking the knee out. You don't have to force it. Knee can be a little bit bent as you lean in to find that tension. You might find that with a really straight knee, you feel it more right behind your knee, but with a little bit of a soft knee and the chest down, you get a little bit, more of the meat of the hamstrings in a sense. Or up the chain. All right, one more rep. And let's change sides. Take the tension away. Add the tension. Just rocking back and forth. Loosen up those hamstrings. It's a great one you can do from standing, but maybe I'll show you how to do that another day. We'll do it as our hamstring mobility. It's called a scoop. Some people like to call it pick up the chicken, but that's kind of a silly name. Lean in, relax. Lean in, relax. Good. All right. I'm gonna let that flush for a second. Just get myself back upright. And then I'm gonna add in some waves. Here, we're gonna go right knee, right elbow down, right elbow back. Elbow down, back. Just relax the back leg. Focus on elbow. Positioning today, elbow to the floor, elbow back. First couple reps, couldn't get my elbow all the way to the floor. It's already adding that in. Just try to get a little bit more range, a little bit more stretch every rep. Couple more, then we'll switch. The last one, open and change. Swap the feet, same big lunge we've been working this whole time. Elbow down, yep, not to the floor. Open up, big pop, elbow down, up. I think I'm gonna get the floor on this one. Yep, there it is. Up. That's how you know it's working. Couple more. Last one. Rest. Take a break for a second. Trust me, you're gonna need it. Just relax, stand up if you want. Sit like this. Probably not taking a break for you to sit like this, but eventually sit like this as your break. Or here, totally fine. We're gonna do a couple of inchworms. Okay, this is gonna be tough. I mean, it's gonna be, almost like exercise, not just like stretching, but we're gonna stand, hands down, and we're gonna literally inch them out. It's okay if there's a little bend in your knee at the start. We're not gonna try to do a perfect push-up or anything like that. Just lay down, take a second, and then we're gonna press back up, inch our way, all the way back to standing. Walk it out. It's called an inchworm for a reason, because you want to be inching your way. Get to that push-up position, just lower yourself down. Take the break. This isn't supposed to be a workout. Press up, inch your way back, a little bit at a time. You need to stand up, reset, take a breath. We're gonna work this for about 30 seconds, 45 more seconds. kind of at your own pace, your own tempo. Better to get a few really good reps with control, getting those hamstrings loose, than to try to force doing a bunch of really fast, sloppy reps. Walk it back up to the top. Walk it down to the bottom. All right, let's do one more rep. Nice, steady, down, lay down, press, walk it all the way back in to the top, rest. All right, we're gonna finish with some pigeons. Everybody and their mom need more pigeons. So here's your daily dose of pigeon work. Fold it over. We're gonna spend a little extra time here today, about 30 seconds aside, instead of just rotating a bunch. That inchworm was exhausting, so we're just gonna relax here, open up the hips, let your glutes relax. Try to square that back leg up, rotate the hips forward. I'm actively trying to rotate my hips forward to get that stretch. We'll take about 10 more seconds, and then we'll change sides. Rest. If you can't get that hip to the ground, throw a pillow under there, wedge it in. All right, switch sides. Nothing fancy on the switch today. Nothing too aggressive because I'm starting, my hips are turned now. I'm gonna rotate this back leg around, square my hips as best I can. And I'm feeling super lazy, so I'm just gonna put my chest down and relax. About 30 seconds here. One more time. Okay. Keep that activity. Don't wanna be here. There's no stretch here. I want to actively be adjusting and leaning forward in order to get that stretch. You feel it? Feels like it's in that big muscle on the outside of your hip. You're probably doing it right. Don't stress out too much about it. Play around, learn, get better. Nothing too aggressive. Good. And lastly, let's hit that crisscross, apple scissors, and let's just lean forward. And you can elevate your hips, sit on a pillow, sit on a pad, something like this. We're just gonna actively get that stretch. Just lean in right here. You can add some to the knees, like in your forearms if you need to, or if you can get forward and relax over. Yeah, there it is. Use my breath to kind of add tension by breathe out. Sink in. Breathe in, take some of the tension away. You don't want to force it. You don't want to fight it. The goal here is to work with your body, not against your body. Okay? Work with, not against. We want your mobility to make your life better, not to just like force you to stretch in the weird positions that make no sense. You shouldn't feel bad when you're done stretching. You should feel good when you're done stretching. When you're done with these routines, you should feel fresh, maybe a little bit warm, maybe ready to go work out even. You should feel ready to go. That's it. That's it for today. I'm gonna finish my coffee right now, and we'll call it there. Thanks guys for being here. Thanks for watching. It's super encouraging. I appreciate it very much. I will keep making these as long as you keep doing these. So like, comment, subscribe, tell your people. Let's keep growing this thing. See you later.